So here we are. This is the first show of Cowboys and Indiegames. So what's it about?
Well, it's about indie games and us cowboys. Yeah, I think what would be really nice was to have something where someone can check the indie games that are coming out over the next year.
So I think what we should do is look at the indie games that are coming out and see the ones that maybe have got a novel idea or that are nice and relaxing or that are generally good that don't necessarily make the headlines.
Which ones shall we talk about?
I know that both me and you played Solar. It was very good.
Yeah.
So maybe we should start with that.
That's a good one.
Solar 1, I still think was a really good game.
It's a lot cheaper than Solar 2 as well.
It is a lot cheaper. You're talking 80 points rather than 240.
Yeah. I played Solar. I downloaded it because I think you tried it and said it was good. Yeah. And it was like, just 80 points. I'll do that. Which I have also done with some other indie games that I've then gone, why did I spend 80 points? But whenever it comes up to 40, for example, Solar 2, even though I enjoyed Solar, I haven't downloaded it yet.
If I'm playing a game that I think is quite good and it's only 80 points, I'm thinking it's probably rubbish. If I look at a game that's similar and it's 240, I immediately think that's got more longevity, it's got more in it, probably going to go for the 240 one because it's going to have more in it. I'm going to explain a little bit about what Solar's about. Basically, it's a kind of God sim, but from the point of view of being a solar system. The sandbox mode was really good, but I think what really brought it alive was the challenge mode.
Because there's something about the challenges that are kind of like, it's that, which I think is really good for an indie game especially. You're pushing yourself in that kind of like, I've got to get that challenge, and then you try it 5-6 times, you really work hard to get the challenge. You're like, great, and like, right, next challenge, and you just keep kind of moving on like that.
You need the progression, you need something to aim for, otherwise it's kind of pointless. By the time you finished the challenges, you had covered everything the game had to offer, but there was still, I don't know, a good 10-20 hours of very relaxed gameplay there.
The weird thing about Carnyvale is it really feels like it was a step into the indie games. I think it was the first indie game I ever brought. Or bought.
Bought? There's no R in bought.
No.
When did you try it?
I don't know. So yeah, there was a real thing about that game where it was like, right, I played, looked into indie games, played this game.
It still looks nice, even compared to a lot of the games that are released now, and it played smoothly and well. It was good. Did you finish it?
No, I got stuck on level 18, the final act. Yeah, it really reminded me, the look of it, of some of the Sonic stuff. Some of the Sonic levels of kind of, especially the pinball ones.
The pinball levels, the Vegas style levels, absolutely.
Yeah. Again, that was a lot of fun for 3 or 4 hours at least.
Do you remember how much
80
that cost?
Microsoft. Well, it would have been 80, back in the day there wasn't any 240s.
The one thing it lacked for me was variety. I mean, I found it quite samey as I played through the levels. Like, this was a very similar problem, this was a very similar problem, and they've done their best to kind of mix it up. But again, for 80 Microsoft points, you can't really go wrong, can you? So that's the end of the first Cowboys and Indie Games, but I think it went really well. We covered all the games we wanted to cover.
Yeah.